Shale Falde.
Doubt is the greatest enemy.
MLESI. We have the game We Win Mental
It's okay. We'll play later.
versus Team FF15, which, if you don't know, stands for Forfeit.
No cure for fools.
Right now, we have a Fiora band. Like poor.
And for okay, and for those of you unfamiliar, today we'll be playing the game League of Legends, which is a 5-on-5 match of this game.
Yep, so we have bans on Diana, NutellaAnWillump, Fiora, Master Yi, Yasuo, and Ezreal so far. And we're gonna have the top 3 pick first, I think. Who's picking right now? Top lane? I don't think FF15 knows how to do that. Alright, so VOiDSTACK coming out with a Vladimir. That's interesting. So, what are you thinking about the lane matchup so far? Ooh, a Zed. That's interesting. So would that mean the Lux is gonna be a support? So anyways, for those of you who don't know me, I am Adrian, Adri519. My wonderful guest commentator is going to be... Shale, go first. Yeah.
And I'm here as the co-commentator. Thanks for pointing me out, Adrian. My name is Toby.
Hey, Toby. So,
Hey,
Toby,
Adrian.
have you never played this game before?
I've played it, not a lot, but enough to know a little bit about this game. But I'll be here to ask questions and really understand how this game works for those of you who aren't so sure.
Okay, that's cool. So right now we're, of course, back in the banning phase. We see some bans on Thresh, Kayn, Lucian, and a Nasus. I think I got the names right.
So explain to me what are bans and how do they help contribute to the game? Okay, so you're able to look at the other players' bans and kind of strategize what you want to play to do that?
Yes. Precisely. So, anyways, continuing on, there seems to be a Warwick jungle for FF15, and okay, so Alistair just got switched around. Are they trolling? I think we should shorten kkkashew's name to just Kashew, as in like the nut, because the other option. Yeah, cashew. It's better than the alternative. So why don't we explain what League of Legends is right now? So League of Legends is a MOBA, which is a multiplayer online battle arena. You have 5 players going against another 5 players in an attempt to reach the enemy nexus, which is basically your base. So the enemy nexus is protected by 2 turrets, and we call those the nexus turrets. And in front of that, we have the inhibitors, which there are 3 to each team, and these are the things that will enable, if you destroy them, it will enable your team to start spawning super minions. These are also in turn protected by another turret itself. So there's another 3 turrets. So in this game, there are 3 lanes and an area that is called the jungle. So in each of these 3 lanes, there are 2 turrets to, of course, prevent the enemies from coming over to your side, and vice versa. And in the middle, we have the jungle, which is kind of the foresty area that you see with like the river in between them. In this area, it is a home to a variety of monsters and creeps, and some bonuses and some buffs. We have what is called the red buff and the blue buff, along with a Baron Nashor, which gives you a minion boost, basically, essentially, and elemental drakes, which give you boosts in all various parts of the game. These spawn sporadically, and that's basically it for the jungle. So, Shale, do you want to like continue on with something else? Spitballing. As he's been like major S tier. He's like triple S tier right now, especially with the Sunfire Aegis. Yeah, and there were some hotfix patches, I believe, that he was just so overpowered that they just had to slap on a hotfix and, nerf him. So, what about the enemy jungler, hey? Okay, we're gonna head into the game now.
Okay, so let's talk about how the game begins. So obviously we have the 3 lanes mentioned before, but let's talk about how we get there and kind of how to prepare for your lanes. Maybe the shop in specific. What do players have to do at the beginning of every game?
Shale, do you want to take this? Yeah, so the minions here, what is going on? The minions are basically what allow champions to get XP and get gold. Um, of course, the jungler like Kais, wait, no, like Amumu and Warwick will be farming the jungle monsters. What is going on, guys? I'm not. Wait, I can't talk, right? Yeah, okay, I'll message someone then. What? How do you pause a game? I'm so confused.
Huh.
Hey, do we want to play some Silver Scrapes right now? Yeah. So, let's go into a little bit of Riot history. Riot is the game company that created this game. So on their first esports tournament, they had some massive technical difficulty issues, and they ended up playing a single song over and over again for 2 hours. And of course, as you may imagine, that would be really,
Oh, it
really.
looks like the game's back on.
Oh yeah, but
All
as you
right.
would imagine, that situation caused a lot of Riot employees a ton of distress, and of course, to the audience, they had to listen to this one song over and over again, and that song was Silver Scrapes. Of course, it has now become the anthem of Game Fives and so on in actual League of Legends tournaments. But yep, and that's the kind
That
of
is
like
very
little fun
interesting.
fact. Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for that history lesson, Adrian. Um, let's continue on. The game's now in session. So, looking at the top lane, we've got Grand Entrance versus SwaggicalKnight up here. So, tell me about how this fight's going so far.
Level 3 gank. Oh my god. Oh, look at the stun. Nice little first blood. Some quick trades coming out from Knight up top. Yeah, I forgot to do that.
Okay, back up top here. Oh, okay. It looked like Grand was winning that turn or that battle up there. Hmm.
He seems to be rotating.
From my short time playing in this game, one thing I've noticed is when battling other players, the goal is to not necessarily deal a bunch of damage, but not take as much damage as the other player. So it's a very slow battle where you want to strategically place out your moves so that you are being more effective in your damage than your opponent. And that's definitely something that he was able to do at the top very well until having to leave and make sure he was able to stay alive. So let's take a look at that. Let's take a look at that number at the top of the screen. It's 1 for blue and 3 for red. So that means that the red team has more kills than the blue team. Can you guys explain to me what the end kill count has to do with the state of the game, and does that affect the winner?
So every single game, right? Each champion will amass kills, and these kills give a lot of gold. So the top scoreboard is a really good indicator of how much gold a champion has and like the overall team has. And of course, if you look at like the top, like middle to the right and the left a little bit, you see these numbers like 7K and 8.6K. That's like an indication of how much gold a team has. And of course, the more gold a team has, the better items they can buy. And these better items allow them to make their champions stronger, leading to more kills and of course more gold. So it's really hard to break out of a gold lead, especially if it is amassed in the early game. So right now we see like a 2k gold lead in favor of We Win Mental, and that's going to be really hard to get out of for FF15. Dang, the taunt's coming out in bottom. Warwick seems to be heading down towards bot lane. This might be interesting, coming in for a gank. Will he be able to make it? He's ducking and weaving. He is going in for the Alistar, and he takes the kill. Nice. Flick coming back in, though. Flick seems to be a little fed right now, as you can see from the bottom. We also have a 650 gold bounty on him. And how many times has he died? He has died 0 times and he's gotten 6 kills. That's a ton of gold going in favor of Flick, who is our attack damage carry for the red team.
So as we can see, the red team is doing much better in how many kills it has, and in the amount of gold that they've produced. So, from the looks of the game so far, does it look like Red's going to take an easy win?
It looks like Red will be able to get a win here. I mean, of course, it's kind of really too early to tell. We're 8 minutes 33 seconds into this game. However, a very good indicator though is how our ADC on the red team, Flicked, has managed to get his first mythic item already, while everybody else is okay. Now Amumu coming in with the stuns, and Flick getting a double kill again.
So it looks like they might be able to take down this tower right here already. Definitely an interesting mechanic in the early game. Yeah,
Well,
looks like they will get another plating. And just one more to go to take out that tower. That's really good for them early game to be able to take that much so soon.
Warwick does have the Rift Herald right now, so you gotta be careful of that. Oop, teleports coming in from Scion. Pro Gamer going down. And he hasn't died a single time, which is actually kind of amazing. Yeah. And comparing that to the enemy attack damage carry, he seems to have basically double, actually. More than that.
So let's explain that recalling mechanic really fast. If you're in the middle of a match, obviously you have your stamina or your magic going down quite a bit. And by recalling, you're able to bring up your health and your magic, right? Oh, mana, yeah, not magic. And the other... Oh, wow. Ooh, but dying, yeah. Well, the other thing about going and recalling is you'll have access to the shop, which you can't have just anywhere on the map.
Ultimate being popped off by Lux. Great. Can you make this a quadra? is a question. Dawn's death mark is called. But what a wasted flash, honestly. That was such an unnecessary flex. Damn, Flickedd is so fed right now.
He's taking a lot of damage. Oh man. But was that worth it? Was he able to do anything that would justify his death there? No, it seemed like a mistake on his part for sure, having to come all the way back from the spawn point now.
They're gonna probably be able. Damn. And it's an ace coming out from We Win Mental.
So let's take this opportunity. Let's take this opportunity to expand out and look at the whole map for a second. So right now, how many towers are down, or are any towers down at this point in the game?
There are 6 towers down. The tier 1 tower up top, the tier 1, 2, and the inhibitor tower in mid, and both towers down on bot lane too.
But red team has no towers destroyed, and it looks like they're coming into their home base to take out even more of their home base towers.
Yeah.
It does seem like this game's coming to a close with one more Nexus tower to go. All they have left is the final thing. What is that called again?
The Nexus.
Nexus, right. But then dying.
Yeah, it's because of his passive. It's because of his passive.
It looks like red team's gonna win. But the question is, are they gonna go take this tower now? And it looks like they are. They've got 3 champions on the tower and 1 more pulling up for backup. It does look like this game's coming to a quick close, and that is game, folks. They took the tower.
GG, folks.
So just to recap on that game for a second. It looked like the team that won, red team, had 29 kills. How much did blue team have again? 12 kills. That definitely was a massive stomp. And with 2 games to go, do they have any chance to bring back or to redeem themselves? I mean, just on that match alone, not only did they destroy 0 towers, but had a very, very drastic difference in the amount of kills on each team. They're going to have to really, really step up their game if they want to pull through in this first match.
I think there's a second match code that I will now be sending to you guys. And here you go. Boom.